The main Roman camp. You see the big one there? And there you can see there's another small camp, the square one there, and the wall that goes all around the mountain.
Where did they build the bridge over?
We'll get there.
Oh.
That's the end of the story. Where's the ramp?
Yeah,
we'll get there.
that's
We'll get
safe.
there. Yeah. What we've stopped to look at is the main Roman camp. The head of the legion, Flavius Silva, that's his main camp. You can see a bit of the siege wall and another camp there. Right. No time to stop and dally. And the stairs go down to the bottom palace. Which we don't have time to do.
We'll come back for a couple months.
Will you come back? Then you can choose where you want to go back again.
You need to get either a really big book or hire a guide. It's not as fun when you don't know all the background.
No, but it could be fun to do some reading before you come.
How long does it take you guys to train to become guides?
Well, it's a year and a half, but you have to kind of every year you have to renew your license to guide, and you do that by
Proving that you know the facts.
No.
They take a tour with you and you have
Hi.
to be good.
Ani. לא. מה? אבל זה בסדר גמור, הכל בסדר. You finished here, I'm going here. הכל בסדר.
It's just unreal. How long did he live at these palaces?
Well, you know, he
after they were-
probably only came here a couple of times. Because, you know, you have
He'd
so
travel
many
between them.
places. Yeah, I'm sure he came here, but not very,
So most of the time they
knows.
protected this place for a king they didn't
Yeah,
even
it's-
see.
The idea is that he wanted these places in case he needed them, because I said he was so paranoid. And he was
right.
also guarding this border for the Roman Empire, because I said it was the eastern border of the Roman Empire. Now,
Interesting.
I know we're kind of going fast. I'm sorry. I think we've lost a few.
Yeah, I think we had a few bus one with us.
Is that Jamie?
Yep.
I can. Hi! Come back, all is forgiven. Anyway, listen, there's something you haven't asked me, but then I've been rushing. Was that something?
A battery.
What was it?
Battery.
Is it good battery?
No, they were bad batteries, but we don't want to drop stuff.
Oh, well. You left something on the side. Yeah, some archaeologists will wonder what that is. Listen, my dears, there's something you have to ask that you haven't
get
asked.
water up
Yes! How did they get water up here?
Cistern.
Good on you.
Well,
Did you read it?
No, you told us already.
Did I?
What?
Yeah, there was
I didn't.
Well, there's
actually.
cisterns here, but how did they fill with water?
Yeah.
Rain.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
but
right.
if it was just rain, they'd be full of water
Look
right
at
now.
that. That is a picture of a flood in the desert. A flash flood in the desert. When the rain falls up there on the mountains, the Jerusalem mountains, twice a year or so it comes cascading down through the ravines. And if you catch that winter rain, you've got rain for the rest of the year.
Wow.
And that's what they did. How did they do it? They didn't have this little tap here. They built, well, you remember in Caesarea, the Romans brought water to Caesarea with aqueducts.
Yeah.
So Herod's,
It must be what those holes are in.
those holes are in the mountain below us, behind us. There are 12, and when I say gigantic, I mean gigantic cisterns. Absolutely colossal. They had 400,000 cubic feet of water up here, 500,000 cubic feet of water. So I'm pouring water on the mountain, sorry, yeah, just like this, anyhow, how, okay? And it will find its way into the aqueducts, and the aqueduct takes it to the openings of the cisterns, and inside there are huge, huge caverns. And they were full of water. They had so much water. In the film, as I say, they were pouring it over the top and making the soldiers, the Roman soldiers, jealous. They were taunting them. Because Josephus says it was like there were springs in the desert. There was so much water. They could have lived up here for years. Just see how it flows down that top one. You see that it goes along? And it goes into the holes. Maybe I didn't do it
Then
enough.
those cisterns had to be deep, deep, deep into
They're
the...
huge. They're huge.
And they chisel them out by hand?
With that pick and shovel, and this is dolomite. It's really, 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 really tough rock. There isn't much water left, so I'll just try and do it on the...
How far inside the mountains were they built?
Well, I'll show. Is it going down there? There it goes. There it goes. And then they had poor little donkeys going up and down the mountain. You see where that wiggly path is?
Yep.
Up and
That's
down
where
the
the donkeys
mountain.
went?
Yeah, and I'll show you where they tipped it into a big cistern. While I'm watching the time, we have to walk back. Just see the ramp and then this way up. Woo.
Pull it back out. That's what my question is. Somehow I had to keep it up to
If you got it done, you got it down.
take it, but then you still somehow... Gravity got it in there. How can you get it out of the bottom?
Okay, this is a cistern,
Oh.
and it's not as big as the ones under the mountain.
This is not as big as the ones under the mountain?
There are 12 of these under the mountain, and they're bigger than this. The donkeys would come up the slope. There was a snake path for the donkeys up to the water gate, and the water would be thrown into here. And that's not big.
Jared, your name's down there.
There's what?
His name is scrawled into the rock down there.
Okay, we don't have time to stop, but this is the synagogue of Masada. It wasn't here at the time of Herod. It was the zealots, of course, being very religious. They made one of the rooms into a synagogue. So this is one of the earliest synagogues in the world. This synagogue was here before the destruction of the temple. Okay? The synagogue of Masada. This is like a casemate wall. All around the top of the mountain is this double wall. As a
הקהל הנכבד, בעוד 10 דקות ייסגר האתר. הנכם מתבקשים לרדת. תודה ולהתראות. Ladies and gentlemen, the time will close in 10 minutes. Please, make your way to the exit. Thank you for visiting.
Make your way to the exit. I think I understood that.
I think that I'm not going to defy them.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
We could say take the snake path down. That would be fun. Down is the key word.
Exactly. I'll take it down, not up though.
Get up would be fun. In the morning. Instead of going to the other side.
We'll just sleep up here, right? Everybody's got the sheets.
Okay, folks, let's go. Those are some of the stones they rolled down. Okay, 2 minutes at this point, and then we're going the bus. That was what we would need to walk down.
Yeah.
And down there to the bus down there. So that's what we're not doing.
This is like the back gate or something?
No, there. Do you remember the story from the film? That the Romans, realizing they had to get to the people, there was no way that they were going to get to them by just sitting around in a siege. They had to get up here somehow. And what do Romans do? They build a ramp. They say that Roman generals said that they won more wars with a pickaxe and a shovel than with a sword. Because Romans were great engineers. So they built a ramp. Can you see that I'm standing just opposite the ridge of the ramp? It slopes down on either side. Okay? And on top of the ramp was a stone platform. And on top of the platform was a great battering ram. We saw that in the film. Banging against this part of the wall. And this is where they broke through. At this point was where the wall was breached. And we'll talk about it more on the bus because we need to go to the cable car. But there's lots more to be said. And that was the end of Masada. At this very point we were just standing. Yeah, well, first of all, there were earthquakes in this area over time. And the Byzantines came here. They built a little church there. Can you see? There were some monks came and lived up here.
It was the first church on the rock.
Church on the rock.
The monks came and claimed
Yeah, just for a short time, and then it was just in ruins.
and then nobody wanted to live.
No, it was nobody lived here. Amazing. Those are